Foreign companies are falling over themselves to invest in Trump's America, even as left-wing media pretends the Made in America dream is doomed. Turns out talk is cheap, show me the money. Last week, the United Arab Emirates committed to invest $1.4 trillion into the U.S. over the next decade, ranging from AI infrastructure to semiconductors to manufacturing and, of course, energy. Then, perspective, annual private net investment in the entire U.S. economy is about $5 trillion. So a third of that in a single deal. It's not just Dubai. Since the election in Japan, SoftBank announced $100 billion and 100,000 jobs, also for AI, semiconductors, and energy. Taiwan Semiconductor, the world's biggest chip maker, also announced $100 billion. Honda, Hyundai, Siemens, and AI chip maker NVIDIA have announced tens of billions. Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince promised $600 billion. Even American companies are coming home. Johnson & Johnson announced $55 billion in the next 4 years. Coincidentally, exactly Trump's term. Apple announced $500 billion to manufacture in America. So just these deals alone are 4 times the announced investments under Biden's 4 years, and we are precisely 2 months into Trump. In terms of jobs, those 2 months of announced deals could represent over 1 million new jobs. So what's driving it is simple: the 1-2 punch of tariff threats combined with a more welcoming business environment, specifically on red tape and Trump's plans to lower business taxes. Given where the investment's coming from, East Asia and the Middle East, there may be a political boost with countries trying to stay on Trump's good side so he doesn't choke off East Asia's export machine with tariffs or leave Saudi and Dubai to face Iran alone. All with an assist from the challenges of producing in China, which is the main competition given Europe's crushing regulations and taxes. China habitually abuses foreign companies, forcing them to hand tech to their competitors, making them jump through regulatory and political loops that can crush profits. Going by investment flows, many are already looking for an excuse to leave China. Now, I mentioned in previous videos how Trump's tariffs will absolutely work if they're a negotiating tool, since other countries need us much more than we need them. But the big game is bringing investment and jobs to America. There, it's not the stick, it's the carrot. As in, given the U.S. is 1/4 of the entire world economy, companies will fall over themselves to be close to customers if red tape and taxes are tolerable. So what's next? Brought to you by Unchained.com. On a global level, there's something like $15 trillion invested every year. If Trump keeps capturing that, $1 trillion at a time, we will see a giant vortex where the rest of the world is effectively starved of capital, while American prosperity returns to levels we have not seen in 50 years. Between mass deportations driving up blue-collar wages and mass investment driving up blue and white-collar wages, Trump is doing exactly what it takes to boost wages after Joe Biden's long draw. In fact, we could get so much investment that it drives up costs. There's only so much steel and construction workers to build factories, but so long as government spending is constrained and the Fed doesn't go nuts with the money printer, economy-wide inflation will stay tame even as investment booms and wages rise. In other words, clear the government dollars so that sweet mother's milk of prosperity can flow. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time.